makes me. Oh, me. But I saw you last week. Are you taking Hebrew 1 or Hebrew 2?
Him? One.
No, I just need to get my pencil. 'Cause
Oh, do you need a pencil? You got
He
your-
no, he left it up here.
Oh.
yeah.
He was up here messing with the laptop. Left his pencil sitting here.
Carrie said she'd be here at 3. And Mamie's got a job.
Yeah, she's doing a concert. But she said she was gonna watch.
Where's your little one?
She's back there.
This is getting so hard for my little head. It's just so much to absorb.
It's a lot.
And-
I know it is. It's a lot.
I couldn't see how. I mean, a young person, I would guess, would be able to catch on quicker than somebody 65, but I don't know.
I'm trying to remember where we got to last time. We did
I think we
got
finished
through,
4 and
Yeah,
was
we
going
got
to
through
5.
chapter 4.
You have me wondering what the heck is going on.
I
I said, no, I'll be at class at 3. She said, is that what time it starts?
couldn't remember.
Oh, yeah. That's why it took me so long to respond. I was like, yes? Question mark.
My head, is it 3 or 3:30? That's why I couldn't remember.
It's 3 to 4:30, and I never remember that we go till 4:30.
Yeah.
So I'm always surprised when we do.
Do you have kids wish doing something?
But
I was doing not.
Yeah. I figured
Don't
you
really
laughed.
care. I'm too tired to deal with it today.
See, if you do your
Oh, I can't move too much. I get I've still got them things in my ears. Got calcium
We're supposed to
deposits
finish it this
in my inner ear,
So I would
and
say
so they move,
Oh,
and so they make me feel like I'm losing my balance. You know?
oh, your equilibrium.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I
And
understand.
so
So do
I went to the doctor
Since I can't
Monday, and he
sit
put me on meclizine.
this
But
one.
gosh, meclizine makes you feel just about almost as bad as the rocks or whatever you call them.
Yeah.
There was a question I had while we're looking at this, because there were some
Okay, if you want to try that.
there were
You want to try
some
writing a poem?
masculine words that had feminine endings.
Yes.
Now why?
Cause.
Because it's Hebrew.
Well, that would be confusing.
Mhm.
There was something else I had circled
Yep.
too. I don't know.
Ahot. Our fathers.
Yeah.
Imahot.
Imahot. Yep.
Well, that is a feminine word, but.
Anyway, I was looking at that says it's a masculine word, but it's got a. And I don't even know where I'm at now.
Yeah. Of and Ahot.
Oh,
Of fathers.
there's
Ahot.
another one.
Of
Let's
father.
see. Where is that at? There was a word that had a bet on the front of it that I didn't see. Maybe is this here? Choose. Why does it have a bet on the front of that word?
On which one?
Not
Where are you?
Nahumi.
Oh.
Why does it have a bet on the front of it?
But.
It's choose.
Benachami?
Where are you?
Nachayi?
See, I'm on
Yeah,
page 67,
Uh-huh.
and so I was looking back,
I.
and I said,
The last word on I.
The last word on I.
Oh, on that one. That's
See, they're
because
both.
it's-
well, no, they're both choose though. Choose doesn't have a bet the first
Beam
letter.
V'im. The reason why it is Eam.
No, not
She was
the
talking
E.
about why
Oh,
it
Is the bet on the front of it, but that's not the word in the vocabulary. It doesn't
explains
have
it.
a bet. on
It
it.
explains it on that page back here.
Well,
Um,
I didn't understand it. I
63. The
60.
prefix, but
the means in or on. Is it in?
Did I?
because choosing doesn't take the it.
So wait a minute now, explain, I missed it in the reading. Oh,
Page
there's,
63, the root,
Mhm.
vet, het, resh, and the prefix, but. So it doesn't take the et, direct object marker.
so
Even though.
bet, het, and race, did you say
Right.
would have the,
They
No.
add a b on it, but that's not the same thing. You're looking at the navi. Bean ve'im is actually. Oh.
you see what I'm saying? It's the
That's- yeah.
word starts with the N.
Y'all will have to forgive me. I was camping with the boys the last 2 nights, and I am tired.
Yeah, well
So
that,
my brain is like not quite connecting quickly. When you have bocher, choose,
mhm.
right? Who chooses? Instead of putting et and the thing being chosen, it puts the prefix b before it.
I am lost then because there's something wrong with my brain, what I was reading.
Because page 63, right?
Yeah, when I was looking at choose,
Right.
choose started with a,
Choose does.
yeah,
But we're talking about what is being chosen is going to get that b prefix. So look at the 2 examples they have there. Hu bocher b navi. Instead of saying hu bocher et navi,
Mhm.
it's hu bocher b navi. Hu bocher b Moshe. Instead of
Okay.
hu bocher et Moshe.
I think I must still be drunk.
So,
Why? I don't know.
so the vet can
That's
be,
languages.
It's
They're
the
all,
language. Yeah, it's just
they're all like that.
so the vet can be a direct object marker as well.
for particular verbs. Yes. If you're reading it and you're like, because here's the way, if you don't know that rule with Bocher, I would read that he is the one who chooses in a prophet,
Right.
because b as a prefix is in. So he chooses in a prophet is the way that I would read that. And I'm like, well, that sort of makes sense, but not really.
Right.
So
Well, I must have missed it.
he chooses in Moshe.
I tell you, my head still
Okay,
gets
kind
fuzzy.
of, but it's
Yeah.
Yeah.
in this case it's a direct object marker. If you read it something like that and it doesn't quite make sense using the proper prefix, then you might be running into one of these weird rules like this one
Mhm.
that has something to go along with it. And usually that's because the language it took it from had that rule and it carried over.
Interesting. Yeah, in Arabic it's Nabi.
Right.
prophet.
Very similar in a lot of places. Other places it's like, no, that doesn't make sense. It's very similar. That's because it doesn't just draw from, Hebrew draws from a number of different mother languages. I mean, it's a,
Of the neighborhood.
yeah, I mean, Akkadian,
I'm close
Ugaritic,
to hoping
and
that you know.
Phoenician, all these things that drew in and put themselves into Hebrew.
I don't know, you take way more notes than me.
It's why if you look up in like the Hebrew and
I
Aramaic
practice
lexicons of the Old
more than
Testament,
you do
hello,
'cause you know it.
you'll
I know.
find 3 roots.
I can read it. But
That
that
are
don't mean
the same,
I can translate.
but have
it.
entirely different meanings. I think we talked about one of those last
Yeah.
time. Yeah, we did.
And you know,
Yeah.
Arabic claims to be of the
I
Quran.
think I'm gonna have to do it
Pure. It's not. There's
It's
Greek.
not. Yeah,
There's Greek words.
Yes, there's a lot of loan words in Arabic.
again.
There's loan words in Hebrew. There's loan words in English. There's loan words in Greek. Every language borrows from other languages.
For the
Now,
rule.
people will argue over what Adam and Eve spoke. I don't know. I wasn't there. And does it really matter? No, it doesn't.
No, because they're still not going to talk to me.
Exactly. They did.
They can't act right. I don't want to be around them anyway.
No, it's all her fault.
Who's voting?
Really? Weak-willed man.
How
That's
many
the
men are
route you
gonna
wanna
say?
go?
I do it. My wife does.
That's what my husband does.
My wife gave me food. I ate it.
That's right.
And hope she didn't put poison in it, right?
I mean,
I don't know.
some
I don't know.
days I
Maybe-
wish she would.
I was gonna say maybe you follow Winston Churchill on that one. He was at a party and a woman told him, "If you were my husband, I would poison your food." And he said, "If you were my wife, I would eat it."
That's how I feel about it.
He was sorry.
Funny.
Winston
chapter
Churchill
are
is
we on?
amazing. We are on chapter 5.
Did we do chapter
Nope.
No.
We're going to do chapter 5. We did chapter 4 in the exercises last week in class.
Now we're going to chapter 5.
Now we're going to do chapter 5.
5? Did you do your homework?
Most of it, yeah.
She did. She actually did this morning.
I actually,
This
Well,
morning.
now I
I
didn't do
couldn't figure
chapter
out these
5
last
homework. Was I
lines, but-
supposed to?
Not really. We're going to go into it.
That's what I
I couldn't
thought.
figure out
'cause
the
my
last
brain
lines,
can't handle
but
two.
I
We're
did
gonna
most
do
of
the. We're gonna do the chapter. As long as we have time, we'll get into the exercises. Otherwise, do them at home.
Yeah. But we're not going to have the word choose on the test, are we? Because it's not one of the vocabulary words.
Mm.
It's one of the roots, though. So you should be able to.
You mean profit?
No, choose. Bet,
I mean,
ket, resh. That's the root for choose. So you
Oh.
should know it.
There it is. Yeah, I see it now.
Okay, so in chapter
Judy's
4,
back.
we got 8 vocabulary words and 2 Hebrew roots. The first word, means
People.
for
Nation.
nation.
Yeah.
Okay. Torah, which means
Instruction, teaching,
law. Yep.
law.
Emet, which is
Truth.
truth.
You know how I'm remembering Emmett?
You know.
Admit it. Admit it.
I figured you knew somebody named Emmett who was
No.
truthful.
admit. And, you know, anyway.
Then we have Chaim, which is
Life.
life. Elohim,
Haim.
God. Navi,
Prophet.
prophet. Zedek,
So, in
not Zadik, but Zedek.
Tzedek,
Said
it means righteousness or justice.
Righteousness or justice. And then
Moshe.
Moshe
Moshe.
is
Moses.
Moses. Then Nun Tav, Nun Sofit.
Give.
Right, give, grant, or permit. And then Bet Kaf Resh,
Choose.
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 All right. We learned that Hebrew participles can act as nouns or verbs. The common participle pattern is the OA pattern, which is what?
It.
Gender number.
Masculine.
Uh-huh.
That's masculine participle.
No, plural. No, singular.
Masculine singular. The OA is masculine singular.
Come on. Pam.
The feminine singular is
I know it ends in oat.
O-et.
Yeah.
O-eem and O-oat.
Yeah.
For the masculine singular, masculine plural. So if you plug those vowels in using the roots that we already know, you have nun, you would have notain, right? Would be masculine singular. Notenet for feminine singular. Note-neem for masculine plural, and note for feminine plural.
I need a note. I'm late.
Yeah. No team, no tenant, no name, no note. But if we
See, you didn't
choose-
use that last year.
Nope, I didn't use that last year
That's what I was trying to tell
because I didn't
you.
have this laptop last year.
Yeah. You had a little whiteboard that sometimes you
I did. That was terrible.
That
Yeah,
we,
it
we
was.
had a pin that we couldn't see with.
So now we've moved up to 2005, and we have a way we can project it.
Oh,
And in another 15 years, we'll come up with something that's a bit
it was
better.
easier to see it
We'll
when
be
you were
able
at
to-
home because it's facing right
I
to it.
know. I can't figure out how to make the camera focus on both. It doesn't work very well.
No, actually, it was really good because
Oh, could you see it?
I could see it really good.
Oh,
I see it at home better than I can see here because it's over there.
Turning your head is so hard.
It is painful sometimes. Oh.
Okay. Hebrew participles have 4 forms, like we've talked about already. The word et is what? A direct object marker. Tells us what is being acted upon by the verb. It does not get translated into English. It just gets ignored. It just tells us what order the word should be in the sentence. We know that God created the world in the beginning. The world didn't create God.
It also didn't eat God.
Right.
Or eat the world.
Right. It didn't eat the world. All right. And verbs from the root bet, het, resh will never have an et. Instead, they'll attach a prefix but to the word that is being
Wait a minute.
chosen.
Bet, tet.
It's there, number 5 on that page.
I don't see the het. Where's the het?
Bet, het, resh.
Oh,
They wrote it
Yeah.
down for you.
but I was looking at usually it followed by direct margin. I'm still this is a root. This is a root.
Yes. Bet, het, resh.
Is
Yes.
a root.
It's a root,
Okay,
right.
but I was looking for like letters
Bocher.
just like that we had last year when there was certain letters that you did certain things. Are these letters?
Well, I mean, the way the roots work, right? We have bet, het, resh. And all you're doing is plugging vowels in,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
That's how roots work.
Mm-hmm.
We just plug in vowels, we tack on.
So
Prefixes
this
and
root
suffixes.
is the only one that would have that bet in front of it. Is that what you're saying? That this root here would be the only one that would have a no?
Yeah, special. It doesn't take the
Well,
et.
wouldn't it be better to say it would never have the et?
Right. It never has the et following it.
Yeah.
That's what we're trying
The
to say.
et following it.
Right. You're
Okay.
never going to have an et following the bet, het, resh. Other words do, so that you know what is being acted upon. But when you have the bet, het, resh, it's going to put a prefix on the word that's being acted upon, the thing that is being chosen, like the prophet, like Moses. It's going to put Moshe, Navi, instead of being et Navi, et Moshe. Okay. How about some reading practice?
Mm-hmm.
You don't even need the book.
No,
You
she
tell me
could just
the
read
vote.
it
You
out.
just
She just goes blah 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 blah. And knows the words.
all right. Somebody give me the first line.
Okay, it's easier. I'll do the easy one. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu let's see, Balo Hey Lo Hey.
Velo high.
Belohai
Oh, velo hey. Sorry.
Hey.
I just got doing the Patak Yod with my Hebrew 1 students, and so I have Patak Yod on the brain.
Okay, so it is hey.
Velo hey.
It's hey.
Hey.
Velo hey.
Okay. Avotenu.
Good.
the emote.
Good. Stop there.
Okay.
Somebody pick it up.
Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzhak, V'Elohei Yaakov. Oh, no, it's V'Elohei Yaakov.
What does Elohim mean?
Sarah,
God of.
Elohei Rivka, Elohei Leah, V'Elohei Rachel. Ha'el Chagabel Chagibor V'Hanorah. That seems like a
I
good
know. Now
stopping
you
place.
start singing it.
Well, no, I'm like, where's a good stopping
I know. I
place?
was looking for a period. But
Yeah, so
it's a very long list. So what we're looking at here is Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu ve'Elohei Avotenu ve'imotenu. Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, and the God of our fathers and our mothers. And then it goes through a list. The God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, the
and
God of Jacob, the God of Sarah.
Sarah. But some of them have
Some of them have the in front of
Yeah.
them. So you have the God of Abraham. Why is it the God of? Why is it not there? Why is it not Ha Elohei?
you tell me. You're the teacher.
There's a rule. There's a rule about that.
I'm sure there is. Ha is the for everything, isn't it?
Ha is the, but why don't we have it? It's the God of Abraham, the God of Jacob. Why don't we have?
Why does it have to be the God? Why can't
Oh,
it
they
just be
are
God?
Because there's a rule.
they are yes, they
The last
are
one.
Pronoun.
pronouns. They are
No,
I
no,
see-
you're
I know
there.
what it
You
is.
can't think
I
of the
know what
word.
it is. I can't get it out.
Because they're proper names.
Proper names.
It makes it
Yeah.
definite.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's why. Because it's followed by a
Yeah,
proper
exactly.
name, because it's in construct with a proper name, it makes the whole thing definite.
Yeah.
The God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, the God and the God of Jacob. It threw a "the" in there. Then it starts the God of Sarah, the God of Rebecca,
So
the God of Leah, and the God of Rachel.
Elohei is God of. Is that God of?
God of,
Is that what that is?
but because we're following it with a proper noun, it makes it the God of. Elohei. That normally it's what? What is the word? Not Elohei, it's
Elohim. What?
yeah,
Elohim.
Elohim, right?
Mm-hmm.
Normally we have the Hirik Yod Mem on the end.
Mm-hmm.
When we put it in pairing, in construct with something else and make it the God of, instead of just God, then we make it God of, we drop the Hirik Yod Mem and change it to Zeriod.
Mm-hmm.
So it becomes
Yod.
It goes from Elohim
It
to
almost said
Elohei.
so fast. It sounded like Zerio.
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 I like that Ariel.
I like Cheerios.
I like Cheerios too. I like Honey Nut Cheerios.
Honey Nut.
I just bought some.
Did
Costco
you?
carries a big 2-pack of them. So
That's what we eat. We
Yeah,
use
that's
it up
what
in 2 weeks. Box a week?
they
Okay,
only
where'd you
last us about a
stop
box
at?
now.
I stopped
She
at
stopped after
On
Rachel.
the third line.
Hadorah. So it would be
Ha'el,
one, two, three,
Hagadol,
four.
Okay.
Start on the fourth
Hagi,
line.
Hagibor,
I'll give you more.
the
Nora.
Hanra.
Mm-hmm.
What's Nora?
Oh,
Hasa.
can't think of it.
I don't know. It's new to me, but I
I'm
saw
trying to
it.
think of the English of this.
Hasadim. What's Hasadim? Hasadim.
With kindness.
with
Kindness or
kind of,
it's from
Elyon.
Hesed.
it's from Chesed. It's just
So
Gomer.
kindness.
loving kindness.
What is that? Gomel.
Gomel.
That's a.
Go-
Oh, gomel. It's one of our words. Let's see. What is it? It's a vocabulary word this week.
go- boy,
It
y'all
is
are-
big
y'all are
great.
killing me.
It's big great.
No,
No, that's Gadol.
Oh,
This is,
I thought
this
I
is
knew
a
something.
participle This is a singular masculine participle of get
Gamala.
Go.
Gimel Mem Lamed, and I cannot
I
think
knew
of it.
better.
I did not get enough sleep.
Gomel Hasadim Tovim.
Uh
Vukone.
huh. Yeah.
Kol.
Cold. Good.
Hakol. Zocher.
This okay.
Has day. Zocher has day. Avot. Imahot.
Imahot. Good. Okay, stop there. Olivia, pick it up.
Where?
Third line, third word.
I kind of got lost.
It's
Yeah, I
third-
got
third line,
lost
third
too.
I said third line.
Or sorry, not
Oh,
third line.
fourth.
That word
Fifth
right
line,
there.
third
Okay.
word.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Will maybe.
Ume be
Right?
Did- gu gula
Good.
gula
Get ula. There you go. Right. Get ula.
le li leave ne
Good.
Benay Benaim
Benay.
Benay Him Hem
Hem. There you go. Benay hem.
Lema'an
Lemon. Good.
Shmo
Right.
Ba'aha Va
Be'ahava. Mm-hmm. Keep going.
Melek
Where's our emphasis?
Melek
Melech. Right.
Odser
Ozer.
Umosi
Nuts.
Umoshi Umoshia
Good. Omoshia.
Umagain
Good. Then Rukata Donai. Magain. Avraham. Be'ezrat. Sarah. Good. If you look on page 73, it gives us some expressions, some greetings there. Boker Tov.
Good morning.
Good morning. Lila Tov.
Good night.
Good night. Shavua Tov. A good week. Mazel Tov.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Good luck. Right? Mazel Tov.
That's wait a minute. That's where they
Where they
Crush
smashed,
the
where they
glass.
stomped on the glass.
Yeah.
Does
Mazel
it mean
tov.
good star, like astrology?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah. And then Shana Tova,
Good New Year.
a good year.
Like something.
Hag Sameach,
Happy
happy holiday, happy feast. And then,
Refuah Shlema.
right, get well soon. A complete healing. May you be healed kind of a thing, you know. And then our fourth and fifth commandments, Exodus 28 and 2012. Zakor et Yom HaShabbat Lekad Shu. They missed a vowel in there.
The Kad,
Under the Dalet, there should be a Shva there.
Kad,
Kad Sho.
Under the
Kad
Dalet?
show.
there should be what?
Two vertical dots.
A Shabbat.
Is that right?
Right. Yeah, there should be a Shva under that Dalet. Lekad Sho.
Which breaks the rule if you pronounce it of what of all the others where the last
What?
where the The first letter of the word, the Scottish Shabbat, you will pronounce it, but the second one, if it's
No.
on in the word, you don't normally do it.
Le cod show. We're not pronouncing it.
Okay. Just checking.
Now, if you're going fast, you might. Le cod show. You might just because it's hard to put show. Le cod show.
Even if I learn Hebrew one day, you'll never hear me say it fast.
You will. Because there are some words that I now know are 2 or 3 words,
Mhm.
but I thought it was one
You
word.
thought it was one word. But then there's other ones that you think are like
Multiple words.
multiple
and they're
words, and
not.
it's one word.
Mhm.
You
Now,
ever
what
make a
is
cod?
that? What is that?
Like, holy cow. Le cod show. We have to put that shva underneath it because they forgot to.
Oh, okay.
They forgot a lot of
There
vowel pointing.
there are a lot of errors in that sense. Kaver et avote avicha. Sorry, not avote. Avicha ve et amecha.
Bed,
Imecha.
bed,
Amen.
bed,
Emecha.
ha,
Et
Ridiculous.
What?
It's ridiculous.
Is that what it says?
No!
No.
Let's honor your fathers
Father
and
and
mothers
Oh,
honor your father,
and your mother.
avicha, your father, and imecha, your mother.
I'm going back to the head injury. Okay, yeah. Okay.
Page 74 shows us how the avot is translated in a number of different places.
Yeah, this is where I was reading and they were talking about in the way that some places put Leah first and some people put Rachel first. Ain't that right, what they were talking about?
Did
Some,
Did they say that?
there's some
yeah, they do.
places they
Yeah.
do say that.
The first one has Leah first. The
Mhm.
second one has Rachel first.
But actually,
The third one has Rachel first.
yeah,
But remember, these are not taken from the Torah. These are taken from prayers. So
that people
if
were.
they want to change the order of them, they can change the order of them.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
that's a matter of your own tradition. That's
Yeah.
not hurting anything.
Yeah, because
No.
who wrote the Avot? Pirkei Avot
Pirkei Avot.
wasn't it Maimonides?
Yeah, that
With his 47 levels of Hesed?
was one of those guys. Yes,
He actually has 5 levels of Hesed.
Now, what is Hesed?
righteousness.
Kindness.
Oh, kindness,
Oh.
loving kindness. Yes,
Where he talks about what acts and how they should be done because he's the boss of things.
You can't just be kind, you got to do it his way.
No, you can be kind, but he
Okay.
talks about how you should be kind. Like if you give a beggar money, you should look them in the eye
Mm.
and also offer them a blessing.
Oh, yes. Yes. Like I usually say, God bless you or something. Right? Okay.
right. And the older you go, the less female will be in there because it was a patriarchal society.
Mhm.
The more modern translations are going to have all the women listed, but the
Mm.
older versions of it are just going to have God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. They're
Yeah.
not going to add Sarah, Rebecca, Rachel.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
So that's just what page 75 is talking about there up at the top. There is the plural form of mother up there at the top.
Yes.
Instead of emote, it's imahot.
That's
That's the
something
one
else
I know. The emote is the one I didn't know.
Right.
No, I had the father circle where it had the oat on the end, and it was a masculine, but it was
yes,
a feminine.
That is an exception to the rule of the eames and
Of
oats.
course.
Of course it is. Why wouldn't it be?
So is there something wrong with mother now?
No, there are two ways to do it. There's
Yeah.
emote and imahot. One of them
Emote.
adds
Hoot,
a patak or a kametz hey,
emote. Which one do you usually use?
Imahot.
imahot.
That's
It's-
probably the most common
Emote.
one.
Okay, that's
The Torah is going to use emote.
oh, it is.
Pretty sure. I didn't look that up to verify it.
And one day he's gonna make a copy of the tour of what I'm supposed to read one day, aren't you?
What are you supposed to read?
She wants her reading done in the
And I want it in
in the font that
yeah, so I don't
that's supposed to
panic.
be.
You're not gonna panic. You'll be fine.
So our vocabulary for this week: av and avot,
Father and fathers.
you know,
Av.
or ancestors. When they talk about our fathers, they're talking not just your dad, but
No,
generations and
generations.
generations, right? So that's why they still say the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, our fathers. I mean, obviously,
Ancestors.
Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob are hundreds of generations
And
separated
really, if
from
we
us,
saw
right?
that word, then we would consider it ancestors. Then wouldn't we? Not so much fathers, but ancestors.
Well, it's
Most of
a
the time.
context thing because
Yeah.
there are places in the Bible where it will say so and so's of, and then give a name, and it's like, but that's not really his father. That's his grandfather or his great grandfather.
Mhm.
And so it confuses people, and they're like, "It's a mistake." No, it's not a mistake. It's just that it can mean one or the other depending on who you're talking about and how you're referring to it. There's a couple of places where it does that, and people are like, "Oh,
Well, when
they got
they
the
talk about-
genealogy wrong." No,
Well,
they
when
don't
they
have the
s-
genealogy wrong.
When they
just-
say that they're sleeping with their fathers, you know that when they die, it
no,
says
that's
you will go,
fishes.
huh? Don't do that stuff to me. They're
Yes.
swimming in my head already.
Yes. When it says sleeping with the father, they're obviously talking about being dead with the rest of their ancestors. Then we
They
have-
would use this word was what I was getting at. Would they use that word
Yes.
probably?
Yes.
Okay.
Then we have aim, which is mother. Plural, it changes to eem. Well, go ahead, give it to me. No. I think
What is
actually, I think it's important. I do. I think it's
Well,
important
what's
because
Eem.
we're going to interact with this.
What's
so-
I know, but what does eem look like? Plural. It's got it right there though.
Yeah,
Which
yes,
is
it does. So it changes from zere mem
Mhm.
to here mem when it goes plural. If you look at av and avot, it changes from a patak to a kametz. Going plural will change your vowel sometimes. I say sometimes, a lot of times. And like we talked about earlier, it has emote and imahot. It's got two different possibilities for the plural. Then we have chesed, which is kindness. It's really like a loving kindness. I mean, it's a not just doing something nice for somebody. It's a deeper kind of meaning. Or there's a lot of deeper meaning to, more poetic meaning to Hebrew. And kindness is chasadim.
I was wondering how to pronounce that because it's the you know, I have trouble with the
Chesed.
and so it's chesed. Hesed.
Well,
It's
it's
because
two
the double
seagulls.
seagulls it's on the first. I know, but I always do it backwards.
Chesed.
I even got a mark on it.
Chasadim.
Chesed.
Which is ironic to me because
Ches-
man, growing up very close to a Hasidic community, they are very far from kind. They can be very, very far from kind. Then we have El, or Ale,
God,
which is
Yeah.
God. God is
Well-
Ale. I like that.
Well,
God,
is that why?
Here.
God is stout. God is God is IPA.
Oh my
God is
gosh.
beer.
God is perfect.
No.
You've not had enough sleep, that's for
I
sure.
need more bourbon. So El for God.
Yeah.
This is yet another one of those where this area is going to traditionally be pronounced like a seagull.
Instead of an A, instead of the Zeriah.
Instead of the A,
A,
we're saying
it's-
eh,
Eh,
like Shem.
eh.
Then gadol.
Gadol.
It's an adjective meaning big or great. And
And
tov,
Tov we
the
had last
adjective
year.
good. Or
And
the
Tova, is it
The
Tova?
feminine form of it, tova. Yes.
Tova was the,
Now, you go over on page 76. There are times where the formatting of this book just drives me nuts because they have the notes for all that stuff on the next page, on page
Yeah.
76. It tells you you can use emote or emote however you want.
Just
But then the word chesed has a range of meanings: favor, goodness, love, loving kindness, mercy, benevolence. It's a deeper meaning than just being nice to somebody.
I think most people translate it as loving kindness.
Yes.
It seems to be more encompassing of
Yes,
the
it is.
meaning of
It
hesed.
is. It is a much more descriptive, much better. Yeah. So on a test, but loving kindness. And the word El is a form of the word Elohim.
are we gonna have
It's
a
just a short-
practice test?
What's that?
Are we gonna have a practice?
I'm going to try to have a practice test for you
Okay.
sometime soon. Surprise. Yeah. I'm not going to tell you. Okay.
Surprise, I failed.
Now, the Hebrew names of the patriarchs and matriarchs appear in the Avot prayer. And so now you can recognize them when you run into them. Avraham,
Avra-
Sarah, Yitzhak, Yitzhak, Rivka, Yitzhak, Rivka, Yaakov, Leah, Rachel.
Well, if I study him enough, it'll be like I finally recognized Israel. You know, when I look at it, I know, oh, that's Israel.
Now,
So I can do these.
our Hebrew words for this week: Ayin, Zayin, Resh, Ozer, or Ezer.
Huh?
Means help.
Help.
In Genesis 2:18, God creates an Ezer,
I ought to learn this word.
a helper, a helpmate for Adam. In Isaiah 50, verse 9, the prophet states that the eternal God, Ya'azer, oh man, Ya'azer,
There.
Ya'azer,
There.
oh no,
Lee.
sorry, Ya'azar Li,
Yeah.
will help me. In Psalm 118, verse 7, the psalmist finds reassurance in the eternal one as Ozrai. Ozrai.
Ozra.
Ozrai.
Yeah, right.
Oz.
Commit Yod at the end of a word says I.
Right.
Right.
Ozrai?
Ozrai.
Is that Ozrai?
Ozrai.
Ozrai.
And there are a lot of biblical names. Ezra.
Ezer Weissman.
Ezra Weissman. Yep. That's like a German. Yeah. It's German borrowing from Hebrew.
That a cause remembered.
Azrael, God is my help. Azariah, God helped. Eliezer, God is my help. Or my God is help. So you have Azrael and Eliezer. One is my help is God. The other one is my God is help. And then Eleazar, God helped. And in the reading practice in the Avot, we saw helper quite a few times. Ozer, the participle. Helper, the one who helps, helping. So it can be a noun or a verb depending on the context, translating it there. Ezra, just like the name, not really like the name actually. Sounds like the name, but it's not the name. Ezra Sarah, the help of Sarah. Then on page 77, Zayin Kaf Resh, Zachar. To remember.
Mamie taught me this last year when we were trying to remember some of that, and She
Mhm.
said, just remember Zedekiah. Zedekiah is remember, right?
No, Zedekiah is
Am I saying it wrong?
Zakar
Zedekiah.
versus Zedekiah.
Oh,
Two different
I said it
roots.
wrong. Okay, I said it wrong.
Yep, Zakar has a meaning of remember. God makes the rainbow, right? He makes the covenant. He says, I will put a sign in the sky to remember these core. To remember this covenant. In Proverbs 10:7, Zecher Zadik Livracha. The remembrance of a righteous one is a blessing. So, on here, we actually have. Oh, no, they changed it. I forgot they changed it for Yom.
Yeah.
On our normal mantle, we have in memory of. It's whoever donated that mantle had it done in memory of, and it has on there Zakar. It has Zayin Kafresh. So, lots of words there. Souvenirs, secretary. The secretary is the person who does the remembering for a meeting, right?
Wow. That's how they got that.
The name Zechariah. Yah remembered. But does God ever forget?
No.
Of course not.
He's supposed to forget our sins, though.
Yes. It says they will be blotted out. Cover that up with his righteousness.
Please.
So, in the vote, it shows up a couple of times. Zoker, the remembering of,
Hey, look up
or
here at
the
the top.
rememberer of.
Yom Kippur.
Hmm?
Up here at the top, up here, it's talking about Yom Kippur.
Oh, and Yom Kippur,
Mhm.
the Yizkor
Cool.
memorial prayer. Yep, we do that. Yizkor Elohim Nishmat. May God remember the soul of this person, that person.
We have a book. They read from everybody in the congregation
Uh-huh.
who died. They read their names and who their family is. Super fun.
I was going to say, that can get very long.
It is.
So we saw it a couple of times in the upvote. Zoker, the one who remembers,
Come here and steal
the act of remembering.
Doesn't quite work that way.
The Zoker,
Oh, no,
Has
I know.
Day Avot, remembering the kindnesses of our fathers and mothers. Zakur, remember, it's the command form of it. Remember this. Remember me. Remember, Zakur et Yom HaShabbat. The Kadsho.
Like a,
It's commanding them to remember the day of the Sabbath to make it holy.
like a, well, that's
Kadsho.
like
They wrote it right that time.
But I see that.
like a, I meant like a
The
dosh.
No.
Kad-
Door.
show.
Do, do,
Show. Show.
Show.
Show.
There's an O at the end.
Show.
Yeah, I was
The
trying to
cod
get
show.
it all in there. What I'm missing is the D in my tongue.
Yeah.
The
Like
cod. Show.
cod.
Cod.
Oh, that's what.
Like the fish, cod.
Okay, that's what I did. I wasn't getting that.
But dog means fish.
It does.
It does.
Dog.
Dog in Hebrew
It's fish.
is fish.
Huh?
Kelev is dog.
Huh?
Kelev.
Kill it.
Caleb
His
is
dog.
dog. Confused.
Julio,
You know,
named,
like he is she, dog is fish.
Julio named his dog Kelev.
Which is
Dog.
the
Dog.
dog.
I love it.
But everybody's
know.
like, oh, I love that name. It's so cool. It means dog.
Come here, dog.
We're just calling him dog.
I used to
Okay. Adjectives. Adjectives immediately follow the noun it describes.
big old.
Navigador. a great prophet.
Or
Shem Tov,
big.
a good name. What's that?
I said nothing. I said, or a big prophet.
A big prophet. Yes, a great.
Big.
Yeah, big is or old. Could be old prophet. To
Yeah.
be great in years. So
Oh,
Is that what I am? Great in years.
you are great in years.
Ha. Might be great something. Great. Grandma.
Judy Gadol. You know?
you
Great.
got no lie.
Yeah, you're right. Got a lot.
Booty.
Well, that's part of the lesson here.
What? Booty?
An adjective must match in gender and number.
Okay.
So if the noun is masculine, melech, then
You have to have a masculine.
you have to have a masculine adjective, tov, melech tov.
And they both have to be plural or singular.
Right,
They can't be one or the other.
right. You wouldn't have melech tova, right? You wouldn't have melech tovim. It's melech tov.
Wait a minute. Down here they got
They got what?
Melachim, and then they got
Tovim.
Tovim.
But
Tovim,
melechim is plural.
right?
So tovim must
It's
be
plural.
plural.
But if you had Melech
Right.
You
the
wouldn't
first one,
have-
melech tov,
Tov, you wouldn't have Melech
tovim,
Tovim.
because you then have a plural adjective on a singular
Okay.
noun.
Okay.
Eretz Tovah, a good land. And then, like we just said, Malachim Tovim, or Aratzot Tovot. So adjectives must match in gender and number, and they follow directly after the noun that they're describing.
Okay.
So when we were talking in the beginning about how do you say good morning, how do you say good night, Boker Tov,
Match.
Lila Tov,
Adjective match and wait a minute. Gender and how'd you say that? Gender
and number.
and number. And when you say number means plural or whatever.
Singular or plural, yes. So we have Boker Tov, we have Lila Tov, both masculine, singular, so they have masculine, singular adjectives. But you go to Shana Tova, it's feminine. Shana is feminine year. Tova, feminine singular. But if it were, okay, we want you to have many good years. Shanot Tavot. Shanot Tavot. Good years.
The days of all.
Hmm?
I just saw it to the days of all.
That's what we're in right now.
Yep.
Between Rosh
Yep.
Hashanah Yom Kippur.
Yes,
Yes.
yes, we are.
Sorry.
And they're on page 79. More on plurals. Some words, like Chaim, have a plural ending on them.
Hein. Where's Hein?
Chaim. Middle of page 79.
Oh,
Says
there.
more on plurals.
Hein. Okay.
Some words, like Chaim, have a plural ending on them. And because it has a plural ending, so does its adjective.
Okay.
Chaim Tovim,
And that's-
a good life. It's still singular.
But the ending is plural.
Rachamim, Ravim. Much compassion. It's
So
Rav meaning great. But because it's Tagged on.
Toda Rabah.
Tova Rabah. great goodness. Now, we've said adjectives must match in gender and number. They also must match in definiteness. The. Ha'esh ha'tova, the good mother. We put ha before both.
You write it out like that
Yep.
instead of just doing it.
You
Instead-
gotta
you gotta
have
write
the
it
ha before each one.
Also match the definite. Definite.
So it's gonna match in three ways: gender, number, and definite.
Gender. Number.
And like we said, the days of awe, the awesome days. How you mean
Okay,
Noraim.
means awesome, Nora. Nora.
Nora? Mm-hmm. Hanoraim.
Or
Honora. That means awesome. Oh, I like that.
there's one.
Nora is awesome.
Nora.
So
Yeah.
Hanoraim, the awesomes.
Awesome.
The awesome days. How you mean
How you mean?
Hanoraim?
Nora.
Now, turn over to page 80. Because sometimes an adjective can be used as a noun. Kadosh. It's an adjective, means holy.
Mhm.
Right.
Unless you're talking about God, then that would be
Hakadosh, the Holy One.
that's when it's a noun, right?
Yes.
But now when it says the Holy One up here with the, and it's got the H and 1 in small letters, is that still a noun? It's, if it says the
Yeah,
Holy
yeah.
One?
Yes.
Okay.
You mean we could be talking about, I need you to go see Zechariah, the Holy One,
Mhm.
not the other Zechariah who we know is not the Holy.
Right. But Kadosh itself is just an adjective.
Right.
Adjective.
Kadosh is an adjective, meaning holy.
Mhm.
The Aron HaKodesh,
So you put the ha
the Holy Ark.
makes it noun.
Hmm?
Does ha make it noun?
When it's by itself, it could be tied to the word before it
Gotcha.
as an adjective, a definite adjective. But if you're reading through something and they have it here in the middle of the avot, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor,
The Hanora.
the Hanorah, the great and mighty and awesome God, supreme God.
Mm.
So the God, the awesome, the great, the mighty. All matching in gender, number, and definiteness. But then you have the Va'anachnu, where you have this sentence at the beginning, Va'anachnu, or you, right, and it goes all the way, blah, 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 blah. You get to the next, beginning of the next line, and it starts a new line with HaKadosh Baruch Hu, the Holy One, blessed is He. Does that make sense?
Sure.
Clear as mud?
Mm-hmm.
They give you a nice handy chart on page 81 that tells you if it's masculine, feminine, singular, plural. That's how it's going to turn out. Gadol, Gedolah, Gedolim, Gedolot. Tov, Tovah, Tovim, Tovot. What?
No. You know how my brain does. Look.
I knew you were going there. I knew it. I knew that would be the case because it's Judy.
Okay.
So Sadin is kindness.
Which one? Sorry.
Sadin is kindness.
Chesed.
Oh,
Cha-
oh, Hasadin. Okay.
Chasadim.
Hasadin.
Right. The
I was
root
thinking
being
Hasa-
right. The root being the cough
What pages are you on?
or
Gomer,
Ched Samek Dalet.
Oh, on the
80.
vocabulary.
Yeah, that was page 80 and 81. Page 82. Just has this little blurb about honoring parents and how the rabbis interpret that. Some of them can be crazy what they expect you to. Yeah.
I did a
That's
huge
all you have to
study.
say.
I did a 2-year study on Rashi's commentary. That's why a lot of times I'm like Rashi.
Really?
Right.
Yeah, he's angry. He's an angry rabbi. Everything to him is confrontational
Hmm.
because it's to make you question.
So he's mean on purpose.
He's not real. Well, I mean, he's a medieval rabbi, so, but he just sounds like you'll read something in his commentary. He's like, so why? Why do we have dolphin skins in the desert in Egypt? Where did we get them?
Oh,
I don't know. God gave them to
Blood.
him. But then if you read it, it almost describes a unicorn.
Yeah, it's really weird.
well, there might have been a unicorn before the flood.
Well, this was after. This was in the desert. This was long after.
We were walking around with
Yep.
no GPS.
It was a narwhal,
The horns?
the unicorn of the sea.
The horns?
Yeah.
Oh,
But
yeah.
there was no
There's no sea. They're in the desert.
Oh,
I know,
Maybe they
but,
grabbed them on the way through the Red Sea.
but there was water there at one time, probably.
Hmm.
They had to be to have a sea creature there. There had to have been water there. Big,
But it wouldn't have lasted that long.
if it had water.
we didn't have water by the time we got there.
It didn't go from water to desert in a day.
No, it took. Well, it probably took a year or so, but
Well, you know, when you look at the accounts of the Promised Land and all their chopping down forests and stuff, it's different from. I mean, I think the climate was somewhat
I
different
think it
from
was
now.
different.
You know,
I-
there was even in Greece. I've read that it used to be the islands used to be forested, and they
oh yeah,
they
completely
used the
deforested.
wood
Yeah.
and turned it into what they are now, rocky islands. You know,
Yeah, England's the same way. England was heavily deforested in the Middle Ages.
Mm.
So when you go to the Scottish Highlands, it used to be all forest. It used to be all trees. Now it's not. It's just bare.
Mm.
It's very pretty. I love it. But it used to be trees there.
yeah,
They cut them all down to build ships.
Ireland's pretty. I like that. They picked up all the rocks and made quilts. You might say, if you look down on it, it looks like a quilt because they got the rocks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the
Yeah.
bark fences. Okay, our exercise is page 83. Let's go ahead and start with them. So
You go first.
the Hebrew column on the right-hand side.
Okay.
Oh, on the right hand side.
Right-hand side, the Hebrew column.
Gadol.
Gadol means what?
Great.
Great
Where's that at?
Or-
Right there.
Big.
or big. Gabe, what are you doing?
I
Killing
love
me, kid. Great or big, right?
Although-
Or old. L.
although, yeah,
God,
big in
God.
years.
Yeah, big in years.
big
Of
ears.
Father.
father. Imahot.
Mothers.
Mothers, plural. Yes.
Yes,
Chesed.
Loving kindness.
kindness.
Yep. Loving kindness. Kindness in this case.
Well, wait a minute. Wait. Y'all going so fast. Which one are you on?
Hesed.
Chesed.
Okay.
So we had Gadol, which is great or big.
Yeah.
El, which is God.
God.
Right. Av,
Av is father.
father. Imahot.
Oh, is it father?
Av is
Father.
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 Singular.
See, that's where I
singular.
messed up.
Masculine singular.
Okay, so Judy Slow. Fix this. Okay.
Then we follow it with Imahot,
Which is mothers.
mothers, right, plural. Then Chesed, which is kindness, loving kindness. Avot,
Fathers,
or
ancestors.
ancestors, right. Then Tov,
Good.
good.
You already done yours.
Chasadim, right, it's the plural of kindness. So kindness is. And Im, M,
Mother.
mother, singular.
Well, now which one is which the plural kindnesses is the
Hasadim.
Chasadim.
Hasidim right there. Okay, Hasidim.
Now the names should be so easy.
What?
The names should be so easy.
What names?
The next extra.
Oh, I thought-
Rachel is
Rachel.
Rachel. Yitzhak.
Isaac.
Yitzchak. Right, Isaac. Moshe.
Moses.
Moses. Abraham.
Abraham.
Abraham. Rivka.
Rebecca.
Sarah.
Sarah.
Yaakov.
Jacob.
Leah.
Leah.
Not hard. Those should be very easy. Now, you got to pick the right adjective and then translate it.
And then translate.
So is it Melech Tovim, Melech Gedolah, Melech Tov? Melech Tov. Why?
Because it's singular masculine.
It has to match gender number, right? Singular, masculine, and it means
Good
Good
king.
king.
a good king.
So does that mean on B
Mm-hmm.
that emote
Mm-hmm.
goes vote to vote goes with it?
Right. Because again, it matches in gender and number.
Good mothers.
Good mothers.
You know, it won't be this easy though, because there's going to be some confusion somewhere. You can't just look at the ending of a word and know that that's, you know.
What about the next one?
Avot, Gedolim,
Great fathers.
Is it Avot Tovot or Avot Gedolim?
Good.
Oh, Im.
Yes.
Yeah, see, I
Eem.
knew that there was it never is that
Right,
easy.
because even though it has a feminine suffix, it's still a masculine word.
See, now that's where I don't know what is masculine and what's feminine. I just don't know how to do that. I can't remember.
There was a chart.
Well, I know, but the chart doesn't help me if it doesn't go in there.
It takes some getting used to.
I mean,
Right.
if it was a woman's name, okay, that's feminine. But
Yes.
words having being feminine and masculine,
Because we don't have that in English. English
Mm.
doesn't have gender tied to
he,
the
she,
tied to a word.
okay, I got
Right.
it.
We use pronouns
Yeah.
to tell us whether it's man or woman. So, because Avot is masculine,
But
has to have a masculine ending for the adjective.
see, that's the problem. A vote has got a feminine ending on it.
It's an exception to the rule,
Of course.
but you know it has to be masculine because you're talking about fathers.
Fathers, yeah.
Okay.
You wouldn't
that's
use
what
a
I
feminine
forgot.
word for
That's what I
fathers.
forgot. I forgot that. I forgot
And
what
so a vote gedolim makes sense.
it is. Yeah.
And it means
Great father.
or
Or big
old fathers.
Oh.
Old fathers. Or
Big fathers.
big fathers.
Used a lot of these. I just like great.
Yes, great fathers is perfect.
Okay,
Right.
now, but now this next one has got a lot in it. Habanim.
Right. Habanim.
Sons.
Which one?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know.
It has to match in what 3 ways?
Well, okay, then it would be Havovim. Havovim?
Hatovim.
Hatovim.
Right. It has to match in
Hatovim.
gender, number, and definiteness.
Okay.
So Habanim, Hatovim. And it means
Good sons.
The good,
Good sons.
the good,
Good kids.
Or good
The-
children.
good
the good.
The good sons.
sons or the good children. What about E? Rachel.
Is
Yep.
a girl.
Is a girl. So you're going to be looking for
Rachel.
a feminine ending.
So that would be
But
good,
it's a-
good.
Hadrola. Hadrola.
it's just, yeah, Hagdola.
Hag,
Hagdola.
Hagdolah.
Hadrola.
Oh, now why
Rachel.
does it have a hog on it? Why's it?
Because proper names are definite.
That's
So the
right.
great Rachel.
The great Rachel,
It doesn't have the in front of her, but she is the.
but it's a definite for sure.
Right.
We're
Definite.
talking about
Rachel Hagdolah. And then F.
So,
Mm-hmm.
get used to that.
Throwing the ha on the adjective.
Life is good. Life, the good life.
Chachaim.
Chachaim.
Hadrola.
Havatov.
Chachaim Hatov.
A good life.
No.
A good life.
Has to match in
It's
number.
Hatov.
Vim.
Hatovim.
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 That's it. Specifically pointed that out back there because Chaim has a plural ending on it. Its adjective has to have a plural ending, even though it's singular. Okay. Who wants to try line A?
What do you want me to do with it?
Read it, then translate it.
Hoza.
Who?
Ho.
Who's so cold? Who's so cold? Who's so cold?
Susan.
Who's so cold?
Who's
Sukor.
zo
So
hair?
hair.
Socher.
Who's a hair?
Et.
Et. Haba.
Habarim.
Reem.
Habarim.
Reet.
Habrit.
He remembers.
Who's a hair at Habrit?
He
He
remembers the covenant.
remembers the something. I didn't know what that last word
Brit,
was.
covenant. He remembers the covenant. Or it could be,
It remembers. It remembers.
well, it could
the-
be it remembers.
But that would be
He is
silly.
the one who remembers.
He is the one.
The rememberer.
the rememberer of the covenant. Okay. What about B?
Anachnu zochrim et hayamim hatovim.
Mm-hmm.
They remember the good
No.
days.
Not they.
We.
That would be Aten.
Oh,
We.
Anachnu
we.
is we. Anu and Anachnu is we.
I get them mixed up.
We what? Well, I don't know.
We remember
We remember
the good days.
the good days.
The good days.
Or we are the rememberers of the good days.
The good is on the end, and then the days
Days
is
is
before
beforehand.
the good.
Because your adjective follows your noun. Then it matches in
Wow,
gender,
Spanish.
number, and definiteness. We remember the day's goods. Literally, that's the way,
I know,
that's the way it reads.
but that's how I translate it.
It would be,
Literally, and then I'm
then you have to, like, that obviously
the
doesn't
right
make sense.
way.
We have to turn it around and put the adjective
Yeah.
where it belongs in English.
That's what I have to do. Write it down literally.
Okay. Line C. Yitzhak.
Yitzchak.
Yitzchak.
Yitzchak with Rivka, Zochrim,
Right.
et Sarah, et Abraham.
Isaac and Rebecca remember Sarah and Abraham.
Right.
Boy, you're getting good at this. Did you write it down? Oh, you got it written down.
Yeah, she wrote it.
Oh,
Isaac and Rebecca remember.
okay. So that's why I'm behind.
Zochrim. Remember, it's a participle. It's matching Isaac and Rebecca because the be plural, so that makes it im, and it's mixed group, so it has to be masculine ending. Zochrim et Sarah et Abraham. Isaac and Rebecca remember Sarah and Abraham. What about D? Hanavi.
Hanavi, Hagadim,
Hanavi, good.
Zochim, et
You're going to have to speak
Right,
louder.
mitzvot.
Torah. Mitzvot, Torah.
Hanavi, Hagadol,
Gadol,
Zocher,
Zocher,
et mitzvot
Torah.
HaTorah.
The great prophet remembers the commandments of the Torah.
Yep. The great prophet remembers, or is the one who remembers, the commandments of the Torah.
Mhm.
Line E.
Yisrael bocher b'melech tov.
Right.
People of Israel choose a good king.
Right.
All right.
The people of Israel, Yisrael, Bocher, but it matches what? Singular, plural.
Mhm.
Because we're talking about the nation of Israel. Not plural people, but singular nation of Israel.
Because there's only one.
Bocher chooses, and then we don't have the et because of the bet,
But
Chet,
Zocher,
Bet.
Melech,
chet,
Melech.
resh, the melech,
Tov.
who they're choosing, the good king, or a good king, not the good king. That'd be Bamelech Chatov. So, line F.
Baruch, Ozer, Ha'am.
Right. Baruch Ozer Ha'am.
Blessed is the helper of the people.
Perfect. Yeah. Blessed is the one who helps the
Mhm.
people, but the helper of is perfectly fine. Blessed is the one who helps unless it is helping the people, no, that doesn't really work. It's got to be a noun in this case.
Mhm.
Unless it is the one who helps or the helper of. Okay, line G.
Yaakov, Otzrei, Ha'am. Jacob chose the people's helper. Or
Close.
chooses.
Right. Chose would have been a different form of the verb. It would have been a past tense form. Rather than
It's the
participle.
same word. It's written the same way, but it's used different. It's got the same letters in it. Chooses, right?
Right, but we wouldn't say chose. We wouldn't say it was in the past. We would say chooses, or he is the one who chooses.
Okay.
Or Jacob is choosing the helpers of the people. You want to say it in a slightly different way that's more present tense. The participle is kind of the active present of a verb. So Jacob is choosing the helpers of the people or the people's helpers. Line H.
Oh, it's plural, Ozre.
Ozre. Yes.
Oh,
Yeah, it's plural because,
Ozer.
right. You would have had Ozer,
Mm. Ozer, okay, Ozer.
the helper of the people. Yeah, it's plural. It drops the hierarchy of mem, Ozrim, and changes it to a zeriod when it's in construct with the people.
Mm.
Okay, H.
Mm.
Le'ah, Moshe, Ochlim,
Oh,
Lechem,
the Moshe.
Ochlim, Lechem, Tov, Ufri, Tov,
Ufri.
Ufri.
They really do that? Change the P to F.
It drops that Dagesh when you put the
But
shrug in
you
front of it.
know, some places where it drops it seems like they still pronounce it with a B or a
Or a P,
P. Yeah.
Ufri. But yeah, in the technical case, that drops to an oof, Ufri.
It's strange to me because my wife's Filipino and they have a notably hard time with F's and P's.
Oh,
Honestly,
yeah.
they mix them up.
Which is funny because they're Filipino.
You
Yeah.
even say Filipinas.
Filipinas. Yeah. Okay. So Le'ah u'Moshe Ochlim, Lechem Tov, the free, Ufri Tov.
Leah and Moses eat good bread and good fruit.
Right. They eat good fruit. Are eating good fruit. Are the eaters of good fruit. Are y'all kind of getting this? You feeling pretty comfortable with the adjectives and all
Thank
that?
you, though.
Y'all can finish that at home. Look over on page 86. Number 8. Translating out of the prayer books or Bible. And there goes my
There goes your what?
water bottle.
We said number 8.
Yeah, number 8, page 86. Translating excerpts from the prayer book and the Bible.
Mhm.
L'chaim tovim kol b'nei britecha.
Inscribe for a good life.
Oh,
All
yeah.
the children of your covenant.
Right.
Ooh.
Inscribe for a good life all the children, kol b'nei of your covenant. Children of your covenant.
Tovim.
Right.
Kol-
Because tovim is describing life,
Mhm.
right?
kol-
A good life.
kol-
Yeah. Instead of inscribe, you could also put right. Katuv is right.
Mhm.
In this case, they put inscribe in the prayer book. What about Psalm 109:26?
Asrenu, Asrenu, Adonai,
Mm-hmm.
Elohei,
That's rainy. Adonai.
Asrenu, Elohei, Asrenu, Adonai, Elohei, Hoshienu, Hoshienu, Hasdecha,
Right.
help me, God, help me, my God,
Right. Help me, my God.
help me, my God, Adonai, my God, save me,
Hoshieni. Right. Save me.
as
Hoshieni, saving me.
Decha.
Right. Help me, Lord my God. Save me. Now we have the last word there. Kechas decha.
In your
Kechas decha.
mercy, in your
Chesed is
in your loving kindness.
loving kindness, but the prefix on there is as, and the ending is your.
Your, yeah.
So help me, Lord my God, save me as your kindness. A slightly better way to translate would be according to your kindness,
Yeah.
meaning kind of like in line with how you are, how you show kindness. Save me because you are kind,
Mhm.
sort of a thing. Not as you know, I'm not saying as your one kindness to me, save me. That's not really what Psalm 109 is trying to say there. Save me according to your kindness would be a better way to say it, because it's in keeping with his attribute of kindness.
Mhm.
What about Deuteronomy 8:10 on the next page?
Mm. Yes.
Ve'achalta ve'sahavta savata ve'savata ve'rachta Adonai Heicha al haaretz hatova asher natan lanu.
No.
Oh, lech, lach.
Yeah.
Sorry. I have in my head natan lanu at Derek. Who gave to us the way. All right, so ve'achalta says up at the top, you shall eat. When you see that tav kametz on the end of a word, that's a command. You shall, you will do this. You will.
Where you
do
at?
See?
that. See,
Or D? I was looking
C.
at D.
you're looking at C.
Yeah, that's why I couldn't go. Okay.
No, we're looking at C.
Okay, now which word you on then?
The very first one. I'm just demonstrating the tav commence. There at the very end, the very last letter of that word, very first word. Ve'achalta. That ta is an ending that means you will.
So
It's-
with the top commence, you will.
Yep.
That's you
Tav
shall
with a
be-
dash commence.
So that's you
It's
shall
got to have
be,
the digression.
It's gotta have
and
the
you, and you shall be satisfied, and you shall bless
It's
the
a command.
And you shall
your
eat.
God on account
Right.
of the
You shall be
land that
satisfied.
He has given you.
Right. And you shall eat, and you shall be satisfied, and you shall bless. And I your God. On account of the land, haaretz, the good land, hatovah, haaretz hatovah, the good land, asher, which, not on lach, he has given to you. He gave to you. Well, it is time to go, y'all. Y'all have questions, comments, issues? Finish up the exercises. Practice. And start reading chapter 6. Is that where we're at? We just finished chapter 5, right? I need a nap. I'm tired. Chapter 6, yeah. Yeah, start reading into chapter 6. Try to work on the exercises. Because we start getting into
Start getting.
endings. Start getting into some of these suffix endings. That I mean, this really, when I'm looking at this, this really shouldn't be too hard for you.
Thought you were happy.
Because we've
Yeah,
talked
but
about
this is a
Cha before in Hebrew 1. We talked about Cha, we've talked about Ha earlier in this book, but chapter 6 is where it actually officially gets introduced to you. Why they wait this long to introduce Cha, I don't know. But Cha, Nechem, you and your. So, all right. Well, y'all, have a good week.
Say that in Hebrew.
In Hebrew,
We just said it a while ago somewhere.
yeah.
I hear it.
Shavuot, thank you, Shavuot. I'm thinking Shana Tova.